This is Katie Wolfong with Week 2 of Garden Grove League football highlights on the 5th quarter. The death of Garden Grove High School football player Kevin Tellis was on everyone's mind as his team took the field Thursday night for the first time since the tragedy. Kevin collapsed and died while playing against crosstown rival Westminster. Vanessa Payne was at last night's game against Woodbridge.
The contest at Irvine High School began with a moment of silence for number 45 Kevin Tellis. Many Garden Grove fans were at a viewing for the 17-year-old football star in Whittier, but his teammates know they are exactly where Kevin would have wanted them to be, on the field. The Garden Grove Argos face a tough Woodbridge team that had every intention of winning the game. With the ball on the 49-yard line, quarterback Charlie Kelly finds 6'4" tight end Nick Gastrain for a 30-yard gain. 2 plays later, it's Kelly with the keeper from 4 yards out for the first score of the game. The Woodbridge Warriors are up 7-0. Woodbridge penalties and some fine running from quarterback Sean Young brought the ball just outside the 10-yard line. 2 plays later, Young took the ball into the end zones to tie the game 7-7. The quarterback had 101 yards rushing and 50 yards passing on the night. Second quarter, the Warriors on offense. Kelly goes to Gastrain. He snags the ball in traffic for the go-ahead score. Woodbridge leads 14-7, and they are moving the ball well. Still in the second, Garden Grove making yardage, including this 15-yard run into the end zone by Jesse Lozano to tie the game at 14 apiece. The Argos defense had a big night catching Kelly with nowhere to go in the backfield. The first half ends with the score tied at 14. Third quarter, the Warriors get the ball inside the 20 when Kelly is sacked again. The Warriors settle for field goal. The 35-yard attempt by Joe Roberts gives Woodbridge the lead, 17-14. Here's where the wheels go off the wagon for the Warriors. An Argo fumble does them no good. The Argos defense downs Kelly yet again, forcing a punt. Young then finds Jacob Smith, and he bulls his way into the end zone and scores before losing the ball. 21-17 Argos. Fourth quarter, the Argos score again on a 5-yard keeper from Young. Watch this play. A Kelly pass hits Mike Callahan in the helmet, and Avery Williams is there to grab the pigskin. He runs it all the way into the end zone to take a 35-17 lead. The Warriors scored again in the closing minutes for a final score of 35-24. The Argos held up Kevin Tellis' number because they had won this one for him. Back at Garden Grove High School, as you can see behind me, the memorial is really growing. And although it was a huge win for the team, there wasn't a whole lot of celebrating going on. In fact, right after the game, the team boarded a bus to the Kevin Tellis viewing to see their friend one last time. This is Vanessa Payne reporting.
Second quarter tied 7-7. Daniel Hernandez hands to Jose Perez, who rumbles 15 yards for the score. Add one, it's 14-7 Lobos. The Lobos were playing D2. Here, Edgar Esqueda puts the hit on Saxon's Robert Ornelius. No gain on the play. Los lead 14-7 at the half. The Lobos band entertained the crowd at halftime. On the opening kickoff, Lobos' Paul Rodriguez loses the handle, and Saxon's Jose Serpis is in the right place at the right time. Loera takes over on about the 15. Then Howard Gata breaks a few tackles and goes into the end zone for the score. That ties the game at 14-14. And John Werner reads this play and gets a pick on Hernandez's pass. 3 plays later, quarterback Michael Schneider hands to Gata again, and he seems untackleable as he makes his way 35 yards into the end zone. 21-14 Saxons. The Lobos did many things well, like this Hernandez to Alex Lopez pass for a first down. But the Saxons and Gata were too much for them on this night. Loera wins the game 47-14. The Saxons are 1-1 on this young season, and the Lobos are 0-2. The La Quinta Aztecs returned to Bolsa Grande Stadium after a tough loss last week to Valley Christian. We pick up the action in the first quarter. La Quinta has the ball on Calvary Chapel's 21-yard line. Quarterback Andy Liu throws a floater, and Louis Repna makes the catch. That sets up a 3-yard touchdown run by Chris Nguyen, and the Aztecs are up 7-0. Here's the man who would cause trouble for the Aztecs all night. Eagles' Brandon Perez with a 30-yard touchdown run. La Quinta keeps the lead by blocking the extra point, 7-6 La Quinta. Second quarter, the Eagles quarterback John McCluckey makes the pitch to Perez, and he's off to the races again. This time, he goes 25 yards for the score. 7-14 Eagles after a 2-point conversion. The Aztecs are wearing a number 45 on their helmets in honor of Garden Grove football player Kevin Tellis. Good defense and a bobbled punt leads to this, a touchdown by Ernie Vargas. La Quinta trails 13-14. It's late in the half and the Eagles are threatening. Quarterback McCluckey takes a huge loss after getting hammered by Jacob Kersey. The Aztecs made 3 goal line stands Friday night. The Aztecs put on a great halftime show. Third quarter, Aztecs Nguyen breaks loose from his own 31-yard line for a scamper down the sidelines. He goes 59 yards for the score, and La Quinta takes the lead 19-14. The Aztecs are so happy they run over our own camera on the sidelines. But the Eagles would have an answer. Josh Tanaka takes the kickoff 85 yards for the touchdown. The Eagles take back the lead and the momentum. Chapel scores twice more to win the game with the final score of 19-33. In other games, Santiago beat Orange 40-0. Ouch. Rancho is now 2-0 with the win over Sunny Hills, and Pacifica loses to Norwalk 32-14. Bolsa Grande plays on Saturday. This is Katie Wilfong with Garden Grove League highlights on the 5th quarter.